Hello Virgo, this is Victoria from Mindful Bamboo, and I'm going to be doing your tarot love reading for this week, February 2nd through February 7th. Apologies for the delay with the video, had a few things going on in my life, but I'm ready to go now and can't wait to share some insights on what's coming up for you this week. And as usual, we're going to take a look at your energy, your person's energy, and where the connection is going. I'm also going to pull an oracle card for you with some advice and some messages from your love interest to yourself, what's in their heart and mind. So let's jump straight in. We have Mercury retrograde start, which is going to last for a few weeks. And as Mercury is responsible for communication, then all kinds of oddities with communication could happen, both between people, separately, together, and also with different electronic devices, whatever means of communication are in use for you. If it's not functioning properly, that could be the reason. And I feel like I'm having trouble speaking today with the readings. So, easy to blame it on Mercury. Please remember that this is a general reading, so it will not resonate with all of you. If it does, please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know if you'd like to see some other types of readings here. If you're interested in a personal reading or a coaching session, please reach out to me on my email address. And thank you very much for being with me. I appreciate every one of you guys. Hey. Interesting reading already. So, the overall energy of the reading is Seven of Cups. Actually, at the bottom of the deck we have Ten of Cups, which is even better. But anyway, actually there are a lot of cups in this reading. So Virgo is having a very emotional week, which is not a bad thing, as long as you stay in your power and keep them balanced. Exploring them can actually do you good. So I feel like with the Seven of Cups, you are at a crossroad of what choice to make or what kind of priorities you have in life right now, what takes higher priority. Maybe you're revisiting your priorities because you understand that your previous, probably semi-automatic way of doing things or prioritizing them in your life isn't working anymore. So you're trying to figure out this new way of doing things and dedicating your energy to, if it makes sense. Okay, Virgo, for your energy we have Knight of Swords, the Tower, and Four of Pentacles. Basically what I'm seeing is that you are ready to take the next step in your relationship with your love interest, and Knight of Swords is actually the fastest moving knight in the deck, and it's action. It's like action squared. And you can see this red and orange at the bottom, so that's telling me about this masculine energy, the root and the sacral chakra, right? So there's a lot of passion here, a lot of kind of like, let's go, let's go, let's go. So you definitely want to take a step forward, but at the same time, you're conflicting yourself and you're holding back with certain things. And although this is Pentacles, it doesn't have to be material necessarily. It can be holding back, also not opening up with certain things. But you could, of course, be not willing to share any of your resources, not wanting to be vulnerable in any way. So what is happening now is basically this kind of like counter-producing energies where you want to go forward, but you don't want to go forward. You're having this Tower moment now. So basically, the universe is making some choices for you, or is showing you very clearly what has to change in your life, what kind of choices you have to make, what kind of priorities you should have in your life. They're basically forcing you, dropping you into this situation where you have to make changes. You don't have any other options and alternatives. You can't keep doing things the way you do, basically. So if you're already feeling that pressure, that tension, this is a confirmation for you that this is a good thing and it's going to help you grow. This is not a test in terms of I'm going to fight as much as I can to stay where I am because I like it here, because it's my comfort zone. It's more about using that opportunity like a wave, you know, where you can surf on top of it into something more exciting and more rewarding for yourself. Your person has Page of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Temperance card. Two major arcana here. Actually, all cards are excellent here. So in the center, they have the Magician, so they're manifesting this relationship big time and their happiness in general, right? Because we know that you first need to be whole and in harmony with yourself, and then you can be truly happy with somebody else. Share that cup of love. And speaking of cups of love, with the Temperance here, we see this magical alchemy where the angels actually helping you to get your emotions and feelings in balance and be in this nice place where there's a smooth energy exchange between you two. Wonderful. The Page of Pentacles, in this case, I'm feeling that your person understands that they still have some things to learn and to understand, either about you or about relationships in general. If they had some negative experience or they haven't been in a serious relationship with anyone yet, it's possible. You know, they're recognizing that they need to be a bit of like, this is kind of like a student position for me. They need to become the student to learn the craft. Let's put it that way. If you can call love relationship a craft, that they want to be that apprentice that will be learning. And they can actually turn to somebody with more experience and more knowledge that they know, or they can try to, you know, look up some information online and even talk to you about it and learn from you. So if you do, please take this seriously, you know, meaning they are coming from a good place and they are trying hard to make this work. If they're not ashamed, you know, to open up about not having enough knowledge, or maybe having some prejudices against relationships, that's already, you know, it takes a lot of courage and strength to acknowledge that. So please treat it with compassion and, you know, provide a helpful hand if you can. If not, then you can at least refer them to a professional or some kind of mentor, right? Some kind of authority figure that can help out. If you know, if you have any ideas about that. So where the connection is going, you have the Four of Swords in the sea, Mercury. Four of Swords in the reverse, you have the Fool and the Three of Cups. It's wonderful. It's telling me that with this card, in this case, that you may be negligent about taking care of yourself and having enough rest. So if that's the case, please don't disregard it. It's very important to, because as soon as you start neglecting yourself, your energy starts suffering. So it's not even physical, not just physical exhaustion and tiredness that of course can make you irritable, that can prevent you from seeing things clearly, but it's also on the energetic level, it's going to be blocking people from your life because you'll be conserving that energy within yourself. That's, you know, Four of Pentacles could be one of those things. So please, please, please get enough sleep, you know, get enough food. If you need a day off, please call off work and stay at home, but do whatever you need to nurture yourself, to show yourself self-love in the best possible meaning of it. So you can then share your love with your person. You can take a leap of faith and you can celebrate together in this story, right? Whatever the leap of faith is. But I see from your energies that Knight of Swords, is kind of like the leap of faith. It's something that you really want, but then at the moment you're holding back. So this is you not holding back anymore. This is actually taking a leap of faith and celebrating with your person as a result. Okay, let's get you some advice from the Oracle. It's the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Some advice for Virgo, please. Got 2 cards. We've got Go the Distance and Yin. Wonderful. And Yin. Which are actually also a bit opposing cards, I would say, because Yin is of course about going within, about listening to yourself, about finding that inner strength, and Go the Distance is about action. But it's interesting that Go the Distance card actually means, and the numbers by the way are 2 and 47, and 47 is actually 2 as well, so it's 2-2. Which is great for a love relationship, right? Because it's that tandem that we can see in both of these cards. She's telling me that it's actually relevant for both you and your counterpart. So Go the Distance is actually underlining that your love or your life or your journey, this part of your journey, is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you're asked to brace yourself to be able to go long distance. Not to burn out quickly, not to just focus on what you have today, although this is always great, but also think about long term. It's especially useful if you see any challenges, any struggles in the moment. This helps you, this perspective helps you to see forest, not trees kind of idea. So you should be able to see the bigger picture and the importance of your relationship or your person in your life long term. You know, not just in this moment when they're making you angry, when they're upsetting you with something, when something doesn't go right, whatever that is, right? Think about long term and how happy they make you feel, you know, as an example, right? So Go the Distance basically is about being ready to go long distance for the long-term commitment. Okay, let's get you some messages from your person. See what's on their heart and mind right now. Anything else? Okay, I'll take that. All right. So we've got, I made the wrong choice. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, yeah. And they mean wrong choice in love before, which is why they wanna make better choices this time around, and hence this actually fell on the Page of Pentacles energy with you know, learning about it, doing it properly, having a healthy relationship, so they don't make those kind of mistakes again. I regret everything that happened, and again, to me this applies to not to you, but to things that had happened in their life before you, especially relationship wise. I feel lost and lonely without you. I have never felt this way before. I run as I don't know how to deal with it. And I'm trying to overcome my commitment issues. So basically, if you can, please provide support and compassion to your counterpart, and trust that they have strong feelings for you, and that's scary oftentimes. So just as much as you can, keep an open mind and help them navigate to a healthy relationship. So it's not codependent, it's not toxic, but it's actually, it makes you too happy. And don't forget to take care of yourself. Okay, Virgo, thank you very much for staying with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care, bye.